Olivier, it's great to see you in the UK. We're down here for the launch of the Cloud Flow. The last time I saw you, it was quite a few years ago. I think it was 2010 with the launch of the company. I mean, obviously, a lot of things have changed there. Just giving the readers a bit of background, you were a former professional athlete who then retired and decided to come up with a shoe.
Yeah, I was an athlete till 2005, professional athlete, triathlete, long distance, the last 10 years of my career. I always felt, you have a lot of time when you go around and train to think about products, right? And true, my passion was always running. And it was just, how could I have a different sensation in the shoe than all the shoes that are out there. And all the sponsors, all my companies I was sponsored with just didn't deliver that sensation. So I built my own shoe, as simple as that.
And things obviously moved on in there. I heard a little fact that there's 1.5 million on shoes on people's feet. I mean, it must. How does that feel to see something you've created 6 years down the line?
It's amazing, Paul. I mean, I started this just making a shoe for myself, because that was the sensation was one thing I just told you, but the other thing was also I had Achilles tendon inflammation towards the end of my career, the last 3 years, and I nearly had to end the career because of that. Not only, but it was really bad towards the end. And with this new technology I invented, or I was also inventing with an engineer in Switzerland, that gave me a chance to just come back within 6 weeks. There was information that the Achilles was actually healed again. And again, I made it for myself, and later to find out, like just a couple months later, in my village, another 10 people were running in this ugly looking shoe, but everyone came back and said, I love it. So 2 years later, thinking maybe there's even a market for it. And not knowing anything about how to build shoes, I took up the challenge and made my own company out of it, yeah.
And the shoes have developed. I mean, we've got the latest version here, the Cloud Flow. I mean, the clouds have slightly changed. You've got more clouds on this shoe, I believe? Yeah,
there's more clouds on the shoe, which means that making sure that you're having a softer transition. We call it the high definition transition. So landing even in the collar part, in the heel part, soft landing, and then transitioning to the forefoot for a sure and swift push-off. More clouds, and they are differently shaped. So far the clouds are mostly angled, and to make it softer and more rolling sensation, we made the clouds more rounded. Sure. That really makes for a softer ride or a flowier ride. We even call it, that shoe helps you do a shortcut for on the side.
And you're still heavily involved in the design of the new shoes?
I'm the head of design. I still, I first ideas, I want to go test the shoes. First, we don't call them even shoes. When we start building shoes, we call them monsters. They look like Frankensteins when we start building shoes, because they've built, pieces from that shoe, ideas from even competitors put on the shoe, and we build it together in the carpentry and then go out. If it holds for a mile, we're lucky, but we get back with ideas, and again, sensations in our brains, and saying, I like that forefoot feeling, or I like that what happened in the heel or transition, and then we build the next monster. And when we are happy with the monster, we then bring it back to the drawing board and talk to designer, and then finally design the shoe.
And it must be strange. I believe you were in New York quite recently for the marathon, yeah. And must be strange to see people in your shoes all over the place, certainly running races.
It makes me happy, obviously, but it is strange when I look back 5 years ago when we started in the US. I was anxiously running in the Central Park, trying to spot an on, obviously not finding one, even running 90 minutes, I was not able to find one. And now I go into Central Park and I find ons everywhere. I mean, I find like 10 to 15, 20 ons on a 60 minutes run. And this is really, it's a good feeling, makes me proud. And seeing that we are starting maybe even to conquer not only Europe or Switzerland, maybe conquer the globe with this new technology.
Wow. And there was a little video you played in New York. You actually got some runners to put ons on for the first time and run the race? Was that?
Yeah. I mean, as a former professional athlete and coach, that's something you tell every athlete, don't do it, right? Don't open the box on Friday and put the shoe on Saturday for the race. Even if you have that nice and snappy feeling, if you start running, but you might get blisters or just cramps. So we're up for this challenge, because in development, he got, from first prototypes, he got great feedback from runners. He said, why not take up the challenge? We think the product is so good, why not go out there and ask people if they were willing just to put on the shoes the day before the race, or maybe for the race only, and go run the marathon. And 10 people I actually signed. We had 45 people signing up, but 10 people from New York or from America. We had some from Asia. We had a couple from, I think even one was from UK. Then we had from Germany, Switzerland. Athletes just trying it out. They were running between 3 and 4.5 hours. And they loved the feeling. They not even came back and said no blisters, but they loved the ride of it.
And your own personal, we had a chat briefly on the run. You're obviously not racing anymore, but you're still getting out there and running. And
I couldn't do without running. Yeah, running is more than just. It used to be my job. Yeah, so part of the job as a triathlete, but it's passion. It's passion, and it's lifestyle. It belongs to my life. I was starting running probably when I was 4 or 5 years old. First races maybe 6, 7 years old, and I'm not racing anymore, but running is just, again, it's my passion. And now, I've made passion to my profession in triathlon, in running, and now it's another, thing. I build shoes for people that hopefully will experience what I experienced when I was a pro athlete, that running is not necessarily painful. It can be joy and it can be fun, and I think these our products really help to promote that.
Well, you've heard it here first, readers. Get a pair of Ons on and experience the runner's high. Thank you very much for your time and wish you all the best.
Thank you, Paul.